What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are all doing well. Sorry for another not too long form video, but all my bigger projects have all been in the works. The guitar. Yeah, I'm still figuring out the routine that I want for that, because turns out I do not have as much time as I've wanted to film stuff for that. But this is like a pretty busy semester for me so far, and as I like compared to like last semester, I have more work for sure, and this has just made me appreciate some of my devices a little bit more. So today I wanted to talk about the ink stuff that I use currently in 2025. I guess maybe this will get updated in the future. Might as well put in the year, right? So first thing I'll go over is the Hisense Touch. If y'all watch streams a lot, you've seen this before. But this is something that I carry along with my phone. Although, yeah, so my phone is mainly just for communication, but this one is mostly for reading. Yeah, I've actually really enjoyed my experience with this. This has been like my main e-reader. Right now I'm reading the Traveling Cat Chronicles again. I read it like once and I really enjoyed it, so I'm reading it again. I like to do that for books, especially when I feel like I haven't fully got through them. But I'd say this device is like really worth it, especially for the price. I paid like $250 for it. Kind of funny. You can actually get like you can get, I don't know if that's in focus. You can get like Reddit and stuff on it. So yeah, I use this to listen to music and then read mainly. And then I've also experimented with reading manga on it, but that's not like, it usually isn't that great of an experience. So yeah, that kind of wraps it up. The battery lasts long, the music sounds really good off of it, and it's just a cool piece to have, especially to read, compared to something like my Kindle that I used to carry around. Yeah, it's out of battery. I haven't carried it in a bit. It's a lot more pocketable, so I don't need to like reach into my backpack every time I want to read real quick. Secondly, talking about manga, this is my Note Air 3. So originally I was planning to sell this guy, and because I got a Go 10.3, but I owned the Go 10.3 for about a month, and then it didn't really feel worth the like $400 that I paid for it, especially when this is like perfectly fine, right? And it also has a backlight on it, which I actually really missed. Right now I mainly use it for reading manga. I'm reading Beck right now because I'm in my guitar arc. Yeah, so guitar isn't the only thing that I've been learning recently. Thanks to Brilliant, today's sponsor, I've been able to learn more about my STEM concepts. So Brilliant is an app program that lets you learn more about STEM concepts in a more visually engaging way compared to something like a textbook. Obviously, a textbook is super efficient, but Brilliant is something that lets you learn information through a more digestible format. They have really cool setup courses that are all visual. They also have like these daily streaks and player-based leagues that encourage you to keep logging on and doing your learning. Personally, I'm learning about AI and language models currently because that's a topic on research in the future. And yeah, they have this mobile app that makes it really easy to replace something like doom scrolling to 15 minutes of a Brilliant lesson. You can check them out over at brilliant.org/jquan, and that's my link, so it'll give you 30 days free and 20% off a yearly subscription. I hope you enjoy the video again. And this is also a frame from Beck, but I really like I really enjoy reading manga on this. But if I need to, it is set up to take notes and stuff with just the default note app, but it has sync thing and everything to get the notes onto my laptop if needed. It's a really solid ink notepad. It lasts like at least a week usually if I just like have it off of Wi-Fi and stuff. Like, I think it's been like 2 weeks since I charged it, but I haven't been reading too much on it recently. But yeah, the backlight on this is really nice, especially compared to something like my daily driver. This is the Supernote A5X2 that they sent out to me. which I actually really enjoy. But this one does not have a backlight on it. This is my physics notes, I think. I need to work on my handwriting. I want to make a video about that. But this is my dedicated note-taking tablet this is my dedicated e-ink note-taking tablet. I also do take notes on paper. I actually don't have my notebook there right now, but yeah, when I do take notes digitally, it's all on here, and I can just move it onto my computer to view them. But I don't know, I do have a few complaints. Like, it's really cool that this is like a modular device, they can switch out and everything, but the controls aren't the best. Like, the main menu control is that you have to swipe down on here, but as you can see, like, sometimes it takes a pretty firm press to get the menu to show up. It's really hit or miss. And it's the same way as in when you're opening it, when you're inserting any kind of text at all, it's just really iffy on whether or not like the text will actually go in. If I write something like this, or let me write like something actually fast, like I try to write my name there, and I wrote like half of my last name and it only registered up to my first name. Generally the keyboard just does not feel responsive. I don't know why that is. Like on the Note Air 3 it did feel really responsive and nice, so I'm not sure if that's a difference in like the panel. Like, I know this one has like the new Mobius panel and stuff, but I don't know. It's a really nice note-taking experience. However, the issue with like the actual physical control, like not always activating, is really annoying, especially for like how expensive this ecosystem is. Like, I got this sent out from them, but like if I was paying myself, like I would be really annoyed about this purchase and that issue with it particularly. I will say though, like, this pen has been really nice. Like, I had the old like Book's like default pen that came with it, and this is like night and day when it comes to writing. This is really amazing. I'd recommend like just getting the like refillable nib and just slamming it inside like a G2 or something to make your own like little clicker stylus, because these nibs are really good. I'm a giant fan of these the nibs here. My last thing is the fact that this doesn't have backlight. I didn't think it was gonna bother me, but it in fact does bother me a lot. Like, if I have this slide off here, I don't know if this is really demonstrating it as well as it could be, but like the contrast is just like, it's kind of unusable unless you have like a nice bright light above. So yeah, not the biggest fan of that. I'm still a really big fan of backlighting, I think. But yeah, everything else writing wise is much better on here, so that is why I've been using this for note taking. But I think that's about it. This is kind of a short video, but I would recommend both of these tablets to anyone that's in the market. I would say if you're looking at a super note, you could just go for a 10.3. Kind of depends on whose philosophy you like more. And then if you want something like this, if you can find a Note Air 3 for cheap, I'd honestly get it. I'm a big fan of the Book's Note Air 3. I'm a big fan of all my devices. I would say none of these are things that I would want to replace in my daily carry currently. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to find links for the Touch, but the AliExpress store I got mine off disappeared, so yeah, I don't know.